As you guys probably already know, I absolutely love designing and building farms in Minecraft. It's probably one of my favourite things to do. And as you can tell from my base on the Hermitcraft server, I tend to build them pretty big. I mean, if we take a look around here, you can see that we have farms pretty much all over the place. We've got a netherwart farm, that is a wheat farm down at the bottom there. In fact, no, that's a bread farm, and then we have, I think that's wheat, carrots, potatoes. We've got the mob farm, sugarcane farms. We've got all the different cocoa bean farms. I mean, they're absolutely massive. And all of these designs that I have constructed are some of the most efficient designs that you can build in Minecraft. For example, this melon pumpkin farm that was designed by Ilmango is ridiculously fast. This is someone that knows a lot about how the game mechanics of Minecraft work, and he understands that if you place seeds in an alternating fashion between melons and pumpkins, and also give those seeds plenty of places that they can grow, then it means that the farm works really quickly. And it does. This thing produces thousands and thousands of items per hour. And I decided to build 2 of them, because apparently one just wasn't quite enough. This guardian farm that I have in the center of my base may look simple, but it was actually developed over many hours by a chap called Nembom, who went through all of the possible ways that you could build a guardian farm, and decided that this was the most efficient after a lot of experiments. And I can confirm, it is completely insane. There are guardians falling out the bottom of this thing 24/7. And finally, this gigantic mob farm that you can see towering over this area of my base is designed by Ilmango once again, and it's also one of the most efficient ways that you can develop a mob farm, just due to game mechanics, things that I don't personally understand. Now, all of the items from those farms flow right the way into this area here, which is the storage system for the farming areas of my base. And this is what it looks like. I mean, we've ended up with stacks upon stacks of items, all going through these chests and going through into the chests underneath. And you can see that we just have tons of the stuff. Sugarcane, we got loads of beetroot. I've never used beetroot before in Minecraft. I have no clue what I would even use it for. We've got loads and loads of pumpkins, melons, we've got carrots, potatoes. We have pretty much everything that you could possibly need, and 99.9% of it is going to stay in these chests for the rest of their lives. And that kind of brings up an interesting point. Is having the most efficient farms in Minecraft always the best? You see, I personally really enjoy the process of designing and making farms. It's probably one of my favorite projects to work on in Minecraft, just because, number one, you're actually getting items from it. There's a use for the Redstone project, but number two, there's just so many different aspects that you have to think of. For example, if you're making a melon and pumpkin farm, there's a ton of different routes you can go down. You can have a redstone clock activated farm, which will fire every now and again, or you could have an automatic farm that detects when a melon or pumpkin grows and then activates then. But then you have to think about how you're going to actually be picking up those resources. Are you going to use minecarts, water streams? Are you going to use hopper lines? And you have to think about how you're actually going to be transporting those resources, how you're going to be sorting them, and eventually how you're going to be storing them. And the same thing goes for something like a mob farm. You need to work out how you're going to get those mobs to spawn, how you're going to be pushing them off the platforms, how you're going to funnel them in to a smaller place so you can get them into a killing chamber, then how you're going to make the killing chamber, how you're going to pick up their items, and eventually how you're going to sort them and store them. There's so many different things going on, and it's just a complex, fun redstone project. Now, because I'm not one of the smartest Minecraft YouTubers, I don't necessarily know the back end of Minecraft. I don't know all of the hidden quirks and exploits that you can use to make your farms faster, which means that, generally speaking, my farm designs are rarely the most efficient ways of doing things. However, for me personally, I just enjoy the process of building and designing the farm. That's the good bit. That's the bit that I really enjoy. Just a nice byproduct of the fact that I've built that farm is the fact that it actually produces resources. Now, I want to make it very clear before people start shouting at me down in the comment section. I'm not saying that the people who are building these incredibly efficient designs aren't super impressive, because they are. I watch these videos and I'm in awe at just the amount of time and effort that's been put into them, all the different designs that they've gone through, all the different testing phases that they've been put through, all of the different exploits that are being made use of, all the different game code that must have been read through, and all the different documentation that they must have looked at to get to this point where they've built these ridiculously efficient farms that work as fast as possible. It's hugely interesting. There's some of my favorite Minecraft videos that I've seen on the internet, and I'll put links to them down in the description, because I think everyone should see what Minecraft is like at the tippity top of the efficiency spectrum. It's incredible. But if you're just your average Joe who enjoys playing a little bit of Minecraft, maybe you don't need to worry about how many thousands of items per hour you're going to be getting from the super efficient farm that you've built. Maybe you just want a fun project to work on. For example, I recently designed this blaze farm for the Hermitcraft server, and I am well aware that you can create some really simple and really efficient blaze farms in Minecraft. I think blaze are naturally attracted to solid blocks, so you can build a room completely made out of glass and then put a solid block in the corner and the blaze will just fly towards it, fall out of the room, and then you can kill them. It's super simple. But I didn't want to build it like that. I wanted to build a slime block based blaze farm that shoots the blaze around inside like pinballs. I mean, just watch this. Look how interesting this is to watch. Look, they start landing on the pressure plates and they just get shot all over the place. I mean, it doesn't get them out the fastest, but it's just entertaining to watch. So I think the mentality that I'm going to be taking into the future is that sometimes I will be building the ridiculously fast designs. I mean, let's face it, it is always quite exciting getting thousands upon thousands of items an hour. But other times, I'm going to be taking on the slightly more silly, slightly more daft redstone farm projects, just because, I mean, often, even though they don't produce as many items, they're really fun projects to work on, and they actually end up looking quite cool. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts on this down in the comment section. I'm sure a few of you will have differing opinions, so I want to hear. Should you always go for 100% efficiency? Should everyone be working at maximum capacity? Or is there a little bit of room for daftness still in the farming Minecraft community? As I say, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Man, I love this thing.